Well, good evening, all my little Pokemons. Mewtwo here with you today, and, well, we're gonna have a State of the Fluff video. If you read the title, you kind of probably ought to figure that out. So, anyway, let's get it on. Well, to say the least, things are going pretty okay here. Nothing major wrong, nothing major great. Probably why you haven't had a State of the Fluff video for a little bit. Good news. I've been getting better at remembering to put out videos on at least an every couple of days kind of basis. There are reasons why trying to do this on a everyday basis, not only was it a lot more taxing on me, a few things in life had changed in my basic patterns of how I do day to day. So, effectively, there's normally only 4 days out of the week I can successfully do recordings. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Assuming nothing goes wrong on any of those days, there's always a minor chance on a Thursday or on one of the weekend days, but normally those are the regular potential recording days. This all comes down to free time. The time frame from when I get off work at 6 p.m. and Autumn gets off work at 7:30 is only an hour and a half span. So I normally start with eating my dinner because after work, I'm hungry. If I'm not eating food before this, you're not going to have a good show. You're going to have a grumpy me who is hungry and no energy. So nobody wins there. So eating first is priority one. Second, there's always a chance, if I had a hard day or didn't sleep well the night before, after dinner sometimes I kind of want to take a little nap. And if that nap ends up going a little too long, I don't have time to get a recording in. So those are the caveats for the even 4 days that I could potentially record in, whether or not it can happen. Thursday is different because that is actually the night I like to go grocery shopping for the week. I was doing it on the weekends, but since my new shift change back several months ago, shopping on a weekday makes my weekend free to be fun, and I don't feel stressed out about getting up as early as possible on a Saturday, wasting a big chunk of my Saturday just to go deal with the groceries. This way, I deal with some of my fun time on a Thursday, and I get the grocery stuff dealt with, and if I choose to go out shopping on Saturday, now I can do it on my terms. Say I want to go to the mall, or I want to go to the electronics store, or Sam's Club just to pick some stuff up. I can do that, and I don't feel like I'm pushing myself. I'm going out on my terms. I'm not going out on I need to get all of the food for the week. I need to get it back to the house and get it put away. I'm going out on I'm going to go look at Build-A-Bear and let's see if there's a new video game out or something. I don't know. Whatever fun it is I felt like doing that day. But of course, the big reason after 7:30, meaning I don't want to make Autumn feel like I'm taking up any of the all of us space. I'm either recording here in the computer room, where I'm doing a talking video like I am now, or I'm taking up the living room. And I don't want to make him feel at all trapped in the fact that he's either be quiet or not go into another room for a full suit video. The recording is anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes from actual start to finish. If you watch one of my videos, you kind of would figure that out. Talking videos like this one have run longer. One of them's an hour long. That was the MFF report. I can't believe people made it all the way through that. Even I don't think I went all the way through that after I recorded it. Thank you to all you did. So yeah, on the weekends, I don't want to, just like on the weekdays after 7:30, don't want to make any part of the house feel restricted. And there's some things I can't do unless it is a time whenever he is available, because I can't zip up the back of Minnie Mouse's Zentai undersuit that's effectively her skin without help because it's in the back. I can't get into Guillemon without help / someone pressing record for me because he has no fingers. I can't use the mouse or click on anything to make that happen. So then I would not only have needed to bother him to zip me up, then I have to bother him to sit there and while I'm doing the video, and click stop when it's done so that it, stops. And Mewtwo, I need, if I'm doing the full body with the chest plate, I need someone to snap that down. At least I can do that video by myself once it's snapped on, but that still bothers him that I have to go. I mean, it doesn't bother. I don't think it actually bothers him, but I feel like I'm bothering him to take the time to get up, snap my 4 snaps, and then feel like I have to be quiet for 10 to 15 minutes, etc., etc. You get the idea. And Minnie, when I put on that bodysuit, I tend to have like 3 or 4 outfits lined up, and I'll record 3 to 4 videos at the same time. Because once I'm in her, I usually could do that for quite a while before I'm too tired to do it or run out of real concept. And it's pretty easy to just swap her outfit off without having to, take off the Zentai. Just take off the head and whatever dress I'm wearing and plop another one on. Ta-da! Back in action. Anyway, but I've been trying to record as many of those 4 days out of the week that I can to be able to put a video up about every other day without too much hassle. I'm not perfect, mind you. Obviously, I've missed personal desire dates. I'll forget. I'm dopey. I don't remember every time. It's like, oh, it's been 2 days since I put up a video. I need to make sure put up a video, or it's Friday. I want to make sure I have a video up for Friday. And I just put them up. I'll do my best. This is a side gig. This doesn't pay me money, really. It gets me like $4 a month from Patreon. That is really it. So, whatever I do, and hopefully I can get monetized if I get another 470-ish more subscribers. Hint, hint, please. If you have friends that haven't subscribed yet, please ask them to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. And if I get enough subscribers, this might actually start making me any money. Yay for any money from ads. I know it's going to be garbage, but even if I get something, something is better than nothing. You know what I mean? Anyway, enough on that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check my Patreon link and my Ko-fi link in the description box below, well, all of which are good ways to help me. Yay! 3 of those things don't cost you a penny. Like, comment, and subscribe, all of which don't cost you anything, just the time of clicking. Okay, enough of that. I like getting my plug in there somewhere. Another thing that happened recently, this. I am not wearing the full suit, but I did these. These started sometime last week. I forget which day I started the pattern. It was a weekday of last week. I was just looking, I was like, I can make those. I've been meaning to deal with that. So I measured Mewtwo his bodysuit's fingers, saw about how big around they were, and then I made a pattern for the nuggets. Cut out 6 of them. Actually, I cut out 1, sewed it together. Yeah, I kind of like that. Use the same pattern, cut out a couple more because I didn't feel like standing over the fabric for this. Each of these spheres is a single piece, so it's a lot of in and outs to cut out. And like, okay, I cut out a couple more. And I sat down, I sewed down another one. And then later I'm like, okay, cut out the other 3 and finished. The rest were pretty fast compared to the actual nuggets themselves. And then on Sunday, Saturday night, I'd finished the function of the whole thing. Sunday, I got out my markers and colored them to do my best to get close to what his bodysuit ones look like. They're not perfect, but they're actually really comfortable and they're easy to use. So it means if I'm doing a partial video with Mewtwo like this, no more white hands. Also, I could, since he has his feet, head, and hands are not attached, I could always partial at a con using any dress that has full sleeves, or I have 2 different Mewtwo Kigus. I can wear one of those and be able to just put on the hands, feet, and head, and I can be still a Mewtwo. I know a lot of fursuiters do that, even whether or not they have a full body. They often have a Kigu that looks good enough with it, and ta-da, you're a suitor, you're good. This would make it easier for certain conventions or times whenever I don't have someone that can help snap my neck flap down, or I don't want to wear a dress that has a tightened up collar and have to deal with getting into that. I can just put on the partial stuff and ta-da, it's Mewtwo time. But that was a fun project. I was actually really pleased with how these turned out, and yeah, I'm definitely going to get a good bit of use out of these. Bap, bap, bap. Yay! Anyway, lastly, I was browsing through my Disney Plus the other day, just like 2 days ago, and I found that both droids and Ewoks are apparently released on there now. I remember those existing as a child. That was early enough in my childhood viewing time, though. I could not remember any story plot for any of them. I remembered what some of the characters looked like and or names. That was about it. So, so far I made it all the way through all 14 episodes of Droids. And... I wish there was more actual Star Warsy stuff in it. Like R2-D2 and C-3PO are there. Occasionally see another type of droid that would be relative. Like there were other astromechs present. That, yeah, that's kind of borderline pass. Then a couple A-Wings here and there. Again, that's fine. Those are definitely Star Wars stuff. The rest of it mostly just kind of felt like filler things that they made fit into the Star Wars universe. In that series, the main characters besides R2 and 3PO change out every few episodes. So you're not going to get a chance to get really attached to too many of them. I'd remembered the first 2 main characters. And I even remember I had a figure of one of those 2. The one that has like a mohawk and a half his head shaved. I had him. I remember that. This is back from whenever you didn't really have the concept of picking these things. You're young enough, your parents just bought you the ones they thought you wanted. So I had him. I remember I actually hated him. I don't remember why, other than I was like, I wished he was Luke Skywalker, or Han Solo, or Lando Calrissian, or someone Star Warsy. No, he was whatever his name was. And he had a chubby friend. And his chubby friend, I don't think we had that figure. So, I didn't have chubby friend. Didn't have any of their vehicles. Didn't have any playsets, hardly. In fact, I don't think I had any vehicles or whatever from Star Wars stuff, period. So they just rode around in G.I. Joe tanks and things, whatever I, could fit in because their legs only bent straight out. They didn't angle so I could get him in all the G.I. Joe seats. Or they didn't have a back plug, so I couldn't put him in any seats that had back plug. Ewoks, I'm about 3 or 4 or 5 episodes in. I can't remember exactly how far. I just basically had it playing in the background. It's not the worst. Not the best. They're definitely both definitely rated as children's shows as opposed to nowadays most Star Wars stuff. Even when it's a children's show, they still have at least a little bit to tie the adults into the fun jokes about R2 and 3PO in an oil bath, and R2 brought toys to play with in the tub. And it just made me go, really? 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 Yeah, that happened. Anyway, I also had something else here. Let me just pull that up if I can maneuver my mouse. Go back over to my Twitter and go to my profile. I posted a poll the other day just because I was curious. It's going to involve a little me bending my head over, so bear with me. Okay, the poll was about when you were younger, if you took a shower more, a bath more, about 50-50, or stayed dirty. I left that one in there just for fun. Let's see, how many respondents have I gotten? I have had 28 votes so far. Half of them said they took baths. 35.7% said they were showers. 10.7% said about 50-50. And 3.6% said stay doity. That means one person stayed doity out of my 28. Good for them. I put this one up for interesting reasons. When I was young, like really small, I didn't even have a choice. We didn't have a shower in the house. We had a bathtub. It was a clawfoot bathtub. I lived in an old house. The addition was put in the late 1800s. Okay? The addition on the house was put in the late 1800s. The house itself is in some of the photos of my hometown from early photos. Okay? It was the original parsonage for the church that no longer exists, that was catty corner from it. The lot that was up by the stoplight. Definitely wasn't a stoplight back then. Just put that right out there. So, not only did I grow up in an old house, but I grew up in a town full of old houses. So, the idea of taking a shower as a kid, I didn't understand it. None of my friends that I knew about that I talked about any of this stuff with took showers. We were all bath people. And it was as Dad was just doing sort of modeling in the basement, trying to put a new drain in the floor. He was just like, you know what, I'm down here. I got access to the sewage. I've already pulled up concrete to lay pipe. He put himself a toilet down there. And while I was at it, he had another line of drain towards the section next to it. And sometime later, I forget exactly how long, I was a kid, time doesn't make much sense then, he brought home a shower stall from work. Freestanding shower stall. You know, kind of a plastic base and, walls and a flap open door. He just installed that in the basement. So, I was a teenager at the time, and we finally had a shower. It meant going down to the basement, whereas our bedrooms and stuff where our clean clothes all were was on the second actual floor. You have to go upstairs, get your clean clothes, come back downstairs in the basement, take a shower, dry off in the not finished base. Okay, concrete floor everywhere, and it occasionally And if it rained, it flooded, hence why they're putting the drain in the floor. So this was not a pleasant situation. You had to wear sandals or something when you're down there out of the shower till you were dry, and then you could put on your clothes, and there's nothing to do down there. You were basically just stuck in a small section of the downstairs while you dried off. Fun. But yeah, that's why I put up the poll. I was curious what people's experiences were when they were children. So yeah, apparently the people that took the poll so far, half of you are like me and just kind of baths was the thing. Now, I can't remember the last time I took a bath on purpose to clean myself as opposed to getting in a whirlpool tub at a hotel or something. I just mean my normal day-to-day personal cleaning. The master bathroom in this house is a shower stall, nice big one, but it is a shower stall. We have a tub/shower in the hall bathroom, but I never use it as a bathtub. I personally shower in the stall because I like the way that works better, and Autumn tends to use the one with the bathtub because he likes the length better. That's a personal preference thing, and it just means we each have our own place to do our cleaning. No big deal. Everybody wins. Okay, yeah, I babbled on a lot here today. I hope you're all enjoying this. Yeah, new pause, poll, video statuses, TV show I found on Disney Plus. All sorts of excitement. 100%. And yeah, I'm going to keep trying my best to record as many videos as possible, upload as often as possible for you, make sure you're getting your value out of my freeness. But please let your friends know. Please subscribe. If your friends haven't subscribed, do that. The sooner I get up to that 1,000 subscribers, the sooner this actually earns money, and that'll be awesome. I got the watch hours. I got all the other check marks done. I just need about 470 subscribers. So if you or anyone you know can subscribe, please ask them to do so. Doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help me out. Anyway, I'm going to fuzz on out. I got some things to do this evening. Maybe some sewing projects. Maybe some video games. Probably going to watch more of Ewoks just to get through it. Anyway, Mewtwo appreciates your spending some time with him, and look forward to seeing you all again on the next video. But for now, stay awesome, and Mewtwo is watching you, always.